Welcome back. Hello. We played Danganronpa another today. First, we gotta launch the player.
Danganronpa.
The dreadful scene was still visible inside the school. Yuki, it's dangerous to go in. But he's right. I heard from Monokuma the other day walking this hallway. The machine guns were roasted into ashes if we try to enter the room with an opposite sex. But Kyoko's in there and we can't even check on her. Calm yourself. Let the girls get to her. No, please don't. I ask you to refrain from doing anything that might disrupt the crime scene. Sugi, I don't think you have to act like a policeman here. A friend of ours died, and you're acting like it's another day on the job? I apologize. I'm also reflecting my own inability that causes tragedy. But still, I ask for you. We have to investigate the situation and discover the truth. The truth? What do you mean by that? Why do you think Kyoko died? Or tell me you think she killed herself because of that rope around her neck. Then Kyoko was really murdered. Bingo! That would be correct! Kyoko Maki was murdered! Monokuma, you son of a bitch. Hey, wait a second, isn't it still possible for her to have killed herself? We haven't started the investigation yet. Suicide? Nonsense! I can say this for sure. Kyoko was murdered by another person. And the person of such a crime is, of course, one of you guys! That can't be true. One of us is the culprit? Certainly! That someone must have wanted to get out so badly after seeing my motive video yesterday. Not that I will blame anyone for it. After all, it's just natural human tendency. You really can't call that wrong, can you? Nothing's wrong about a murder. Do you not know that homicide is the worst possible crime a person can commit? Silly girl, that type of reasoning only works outside. You live in a different world, one that consists entirely of the school. In other words, the only law that exists here are the school regulations. Who is it? Who's the killer? You damn criminals, stop this bullshit now. Eek, you're scaring me. A friendly reminder that bear hunting is illegal here. Anyway, don't be so mad. Relax, I'm here to help, not to harm. You see, boys, we're having trouble because you didn't enter the girls' restroom, but that will prevent a fair investigation from happening. So for this case, the restroom sensor will be disabled at the end of the class trial. Of course, this doesn't mean you can't do whatever you want. As the headmaster, I promote a healthy relationship between boys and girls. Investigate the case for the upcoming class trial. What else could it be? That's right, didn't I tell you? In order to graduate, you have to win the class trial without murdering someone. How could the black and deceived the others while hiding their own identity? Well, how will the remaining spotless find the blackened? The investigation is for all that. Have you ever seen a detective who points out the culprit without any prior investigation? You bastard, you've got to be kidding us. Well, spend your time wisely till I call you again. Last but not least, here's a bonus for you all. I'll give you this, namely the Monokuma file. It's meant to be a guide to those who haven't encountered this kind of situation before. It contains some useful information that causes death or fatal injury. Well, some of you are experts on this field and may not need this, but it doesn't hurt to have one, do you? You want one too, here you go! The cause of death, how do you even know that? Because I saw it through the surveillance camera. What do you think I do at night? Hibernating? Wrong! I'm always watching you. Would that mean you already know the culprit? Glad to hear that. I was wondering if Monokuma was trying to trick again. As long as it's a fair game, I'm fine. Mekuru, where have you been all this time? At the entrance to investigate. I came here when I heard a body was discovered. Liar? What? How can you be this late when there's a murderer? Especially when you love to be so nosy like that. How are you the only one missing when we were all here? Ha! What are these morons talking about? Just confess it already. Aren't you the killer? Wait, stop. Now it's not the time to fight against one another. What's this? Now I'm suddenly left out. Well, fine. I won't let this get on me. Everyone, good luck on the investigation and see you later. The conflict was already at its climax. So are we planning on doing this forever? Will we stand here for the remainder of our time doing nothing at all? Monokuma said that a punishment awaits the losing party at a trial. We all die if we fail to find the truth. That's why we have to do this. I have to do this. I'll die if I don't. I need to question every one of us and point someone out as the culprit. If I don't want to die, if I want to survive, that's inevitable. When I became aware of my surroundings again, I found myself in the girls' restroom. It hurt that I had to doubt a friend, but a weird yet more intense feeling was boiled inside me. I want to know why this happened to Kyoka. I want to find out. Curiosity took over my reason, and what do I do with it? I want to find that out as well. For now, it may be better to follow this intense craving for knowledge. Damn, I will do it. I will expose the culprit and survive this game. That's the only option I have, right? Before the investigation, let's read the Monokuma file first. I might get something out of it. The victim is Kyoka Maki. The estimated time of death was around 6 a.m. The body was discovered hanging in the girls' restroom of the student dormitory. The cause of death is a contusion on the occupant. There seems to be excessive blood loss from the wound. Is this it? Some more information. So, the cause of death was a blow to the head. The investigation has begun. You have to collect truth balls that can be used. Go everywhere you can reach and look closely with suspicious objects to collect truth balls. The class trial will begin once you investigate all of them. When you press shift, a mark will appear on top of the things that you can find investigate evidence from. This is entirely separate from the blue exclamation mark. Use it wisely. Oh, that's me! There's something on the wall. A viscous liquid with dark yellow color splattered on the wall. It felt more slippery and slightly disturbing. I tried smelling the liquid on my finger. It stinks. It somehow familiar. Have you smelled that liquid? Do you know what this is? Well, I cannot say for certain, but the odor is closest to that of rubber. It's not just rubber. It's like a mixture of rubber and oil. Maybe it's been here since on the first day. No, that's unlikely. Doesn't it not look like the stain is heading towards Kyoka's body? I think this is an important piece of evidence, but I don't have enough clues left yet. Mikako, why are you standing like that? The rope there. Rope, it's a strange. The rope hanging Kyoka, strange? The hook. The rope is affixed to the ceiling by a hook, but how's it strange? It's probably just used to hold the rope in place. It was done from the inside, it cannot be tied like that. There's something about that hook. Are you alright? It hurts me emotionally due to this, but I shouldn't avoid it because it's our only option. Yes, it's the only thing we can do. I'll do everything I can to help everyone as much as possible so we can uncover the truth. There wasn't anything particularly remarkable. Do you think we can trust the file? It's true, the time and cause of death seem to match. This is just my opinion, but don't you think Miss Maki's body looks a bit odd? My examination results that the cause of death was a contusion of the occiput. A fatal injury was on the back of her head. Then why is she hanged? The rope isn't even tight. When a person is hanged, there should be clear mark, or in worst cases, blue discolorations on the skin that is in contact with the rope. But there's barely a mark on her neck, and I can't quite understand a cause. The rope was simply wrapped around her neck rather than hang her, so Kyoka was not hanged. Okay, we know the actual cause of death is an injury to the back of her head. The rope has nothing to do with it. Then why? I think this will be important. Thank you. No one can ever bring a dead person back to life, so don't blame yourself. Thank you, Mr. Maida. I'll continue the autopsy, and I'll feel better for Miss Maki if I leave her alone. Don't push yourself too hard. Kyoka's body. Ugh. This is the real death of a human. As I watched it close, I felt like I was closer to death itself. Kyoka. Last night, it was Kyoka who saved me from losing my mind after I watched the motive. In a situation where you can't even trace yourself, your bright smile drove negative thoughts away. Yeah, you should have realized she was gonna die then. Those are the death flags, brother. Those are the death flags, brother. Why did this happen to you? And I shouldn't run away from reality. Sorry, Kyoko, but I checked your body real quick. The death happened 3 hours ago. There wasn't a tiny bit, only 3 hours have passed, but there wasn't a tiny bit of life. There's a really large bruise. It created a dip on the skin. Something's not right. How is that not a single drop in the blood when there's an injury like this? The culprit could have wiped it away to get rid of the remaining evidence, but that would be pointless since the Monokuma file told us anything. Told us everything. But, did they know about the Monokuma file? They didn't know it existed before now. Kyoko, huh? What's this? She was holding something in her hand. This looks like a piece of paper. A notepad. I wonder if it's from one of the ones... There's something written on the paper. Come to the laundry room at 6. The blank will be waiting. 6 o'clock is Kyoko's time of death. The killer must have called Kyoko with this. Alright, so check out the laundry room. I don't think there's anything else special. I don't want to touch a dead friend's body any longer. Oh, we're back, baby! Yeah, the fucking beats! There's a small bloodstain right in front of Kyoko's body. A bloodstain? What is that? Does that mean the hanging has nothing to do with the case? I'm sure hanging itself doesn't make you bleed, but there wasn't any notable bloodstains on her. All I found was a thick clot smeared on the back of her hair near the bruise. I suppose the culprit wiped the blood on her body. Alright, so now I want to check out the laundry room. Damn it, why'd I have to do this? Kizuna? What is it? Who is it? It's me, Yuki. Yuki, it was you. It wasn't you, right? You're not the killer. Of course not. I'd never kill someone. Yeah, it's easy for anyone to say that. Kizuna. Whatever this class trial is, I don't care. I just want to get out of this fucking place. Kizuna, try to calm down. Just leave me alone. I don't want to talk with someone who might be a murderer. What are you looking at, useless? Mekuru, when the murder happened, what made you come late? Why should I tell you? Besides, I told you not to talk to me. I was investigating the entrance hall. There was something of particular interest. Friends? Since when were you guys and I friends? I admit an actual murder happening was beyond my expectations, but should I be shocked by every single incident? So well, I was born like this. That's why I'm different from the rest of you. Why don't you quit wasting my time and go investigate? The class trial's a piece of cake for me, but I'm not going to offer any help. Absolutely. This whole murder case is a joke. Not because you're the culprit. Now it's treating an just because I was late. Suspecting your friend to be a murderer is just a mutual trust. You know what we're talking about? I don't know the culprit, and you look the most suspicious right now because of the extra time you took. Supposedly I am the culprit. Could you give a reason? Why? Do you think I'm foolish enough to be swayed by a dumb video? There's no evidence to back up your claim. Sure, there's no evidence nor any witnesses, but if even I was late for another reason, nothing would change from the truth. Coming late to the murder scene despite the announcement is really suspicious, though. Get lost if you don't get it what I'm saying. I have things to check and can't spare time for morons. Alright, so go see the lawyer. Disregarding everyone, I have to admit a reasoning are exceptional. Well, this is not the time to think about that. The class trial will begin soon. I need to dig with more details. She said she'll prove her interest. I should go talk to him. Alright, so laundry room? Is this? The sight took me by surprise. Blood in the laundry room? The body was in the girl's restroom. Why is blood like this all over the floor? A blood stain in the laundry room. What could I infer for this? Could this be? So, okay, so we need to go talk to the scrawny lawyer dude. What is it now? Why'd you come to me again? There's something that caught your interest. It happens to be none of your business. It's more of a minor thing. Look inside the shopping school. A useless guy like you won't see it anyways. This is the antique store. I thought the cover might have gotten the tips from here, but if only we had an expert in the store. Stores sell things. Someone who's an expert at selling things. Teruya? Alright, so we're looking for Lawyer Dude, and we're looking for... You said something here caught your interest, right? There's something here. Oh, nice. Monocorn. Alright, so I need to go find... Oh, hi. Hey, Yuki, how's your investigation going? Would you come look over here? At what, the door? Don't you see that? That's your room. This is the key piece of evidence. Your room is a piece of evidence? Not the room, look at the nameplate. Will the nameplate swap? This is not my room. The nameplates are switched. Oh boy. Oh, we fucking go. Nice jazzy vibes. Was this game made in RPG Maker? Yes! It's a fan game. It's an RPG Maker fan game of Danganronpa. They're switched. Yes, with Kyoko, and she happens to be the victim of this case. Come over here. This is my actual room. I noticed it when I was going around to call you guys in the morning. I wasn't aware of the murder then, but looking back, I think this gives me an overall flow of events. Combined with evidence from other places, I've experienced it. He's the ultimate police officer. He would know what to do in this situation. Besides that, I need to know something. Do you know who switched the nameplates around? I remember from last night. Yeah, I think it was the clown, right? No, it wasn't the clown. They're not on purpose. She'll work the nameplate. Should I call this a punishment? Put the nameplate back on. I'll really punish you if you don't. Now I'll pick up the broken pieces so you don't get cut. Who was it? I think I know who it was. Really? But even if you did, why? Just make sure we hold on tight to that information. This nameplate is probably the root of the cause of death. Are you okay with me not telling you? If there's no need, we'll talk more at the class trial. If it bugs you so much, you can try talking with that person right now. The person who switched the nameplates. It must have been him. I don't remember! Yuki, what should I do? What should... Snap out of it. We need to discover the truth. No, there is something you can do. That's why I came to you in the first place. Didn't you visit the antique store pretty often? Speaking of that, I think the room looked a bit different this morning. I think so. I checked the place and we were looking for Kyoko and Mikuru, and the layout of the room was slightly different than normal. When I was 6, I learned the hard way to... Okay, great. If you say so, then it must be true. Why was the layout suddenly out of place? About that rope and hook, did you see it in the antique store? I didn't look over everything there yet, but I can say this for sure. The stores didn't have anything like those. So is there Mono Bear and a Mono Clown? No, Mono Bear is the Monokuma. The Mono Clown is... There's no Mono Clown. How'd you figure that out? You're smart. Because of what it told me, Teruya. It's all thanks to you. Thanks to me. Are you starting to feel better now? Or is writing Chufro? That's the Teruya I know. Yuki, you're right. I feel better after all this talking. Everyone will feel sad. I'm not an exception, but there's moments in life where we must do what we must do. Let's find the culprit who murdered Kiyoya. Yeah, of course we will. Let's get it. Who's the clown person? That's just one of the students, the ultimate clown. Of course you will. I think I was able to cheer Teruya up a bit. If what Teruya said is true, the culprit should be someone who went to the antique store yesterday. Hold on, I'm searching Google. I'm looking at my VOD to see who visited the... Who was the one who switched the nameplates yesterday? It was the guy with the funky hat, the pilot. You. Ah, Yuki, sorry for not being much help. I'm trying my best to investigate. Hey, Haru, I had a question for you. When we were with Kyoko and Satsuki last night, what did you do after getting back to the restroom? I broke the nameplate, so I just put the new ones back up. You're gone by then. Is that all? What's the matter, Yuki? I went straight to bed. So the two nameplates, did they belong to Kiyoya and Tsurugi? I'll be frank here. Since last night, the nameplates have been switched. Tsurugi said it will be important to give evidence, but I can't think of anyone other than you. And the switched nameplate belonged to the Kiyoya, the victim. Did I? It's probably my fault that the nameplates are switched. Why'd you switch them? Is it because you're the culprit? No, trust me, please, I'm innocent. Okay, I trust you. Well, actually, I normally don't pay a lot of attention to the dorm room, so it's difficult to see whose room was whose. Wasn't sure where their nameplates originally were. Plus the restroom trip in the middle kept adding to the confusion. I didn't want to bother anyone when they'd just gone to sleep, so I put them back based on my vague memory, but I must have done it wrong. I'm sorry. So that's what happened. I don't know how this connects to the case, but it seems like an important clue. I won't. Thanks for telling the truth. Alright, and now we need to find Lawyer Man. Where is he? Do you have any ideas on the culprit? No, not yet. Me neither. I hope we're not doomed yet. I have a few suspects. It says there's something in here. I need to find Lawyer Dude. Where the fuck is he? I'm thoroughly investigating, but the diner seems to have little relevance to the murder. I've checked every room here. Oh, here you are. What the hell is this? There's a crumpled sphere in the corner of the garbage dump. What is this? Having watched this ricochet, it was leaking a dark yellow liquid. Someone threw a rubber ball at the trash machine. There's nothing in this in the trash room, but what is this feeling? I feel like I saw something like this before. Did I? This is... Yuki, that's the hammer. There's blood on it. Blood? Then could that be... Yeah, it's most likely the murder weapon. The hammer is about 30 centimeters long, and the metal part was really hard. Kyoko was hit by this idiot thing. It might have been scary and painful. I think I found something. Can I talk to you for a sec? I tried to ask Mekaru about the reason she was late. She insisted she was innocent, but she told me you might know something. I should have said it earlier, but when we were all looking for her, I knew where she was. I couldn't find the right time to tell everyone. I woke up at 6 in the morning, and I decided to head to the restroom, and that's when I saw Mekaru. I asked her where she was going. She said off to investigate, and I got lost, and went towards the school wing. After that, when did you see her again? Well, after that, I went to the restroom and directly back to my room, so I didn't see her until after the murder. All of us, besides Kiyoya, Mekaru, and Tsurugi, were in the diner since 7 a.m. Mekaru says she's in the entrance hall. None of us can really prove that. According to the Monokuma file, Kiyoya's death was about 6 p.m. You're right. If Mekaru went to the school building at 6, she wouldn't have enough time to come back here, kill Kiyoya, hang her and all. I was in the hallway for long, but it was silent out there, and it didn't look like Mekaru was going to... I suppose we can't say she's the culprit just because she's late. Kiyoya was being murdered in the mess room. If only I wasn't so dead. No, it's Monokuma that caused all this. Alright, we got everything. Announcement! Looks like you all are tired of waiting. Shall we begin their very first class trial? Please, at the end of the school area hallway. I'll be waiting. It's time. If we fail to identify the culprit in this class trial, we die. I don't really want to go through here, but we don't have a choice. This is the only way. The door with the carpet in the school area. I should go there. This is the wrong fucking music to be playing. This must be the place Monokuma told us to go. The courtroom. Ah, Yuki, there you are. I was about to get worried. Were you trying to run away from your crime? Are you saying I'm the killer? Don't get ahead of yourself. We'll get eventually. Alright, my suspect right now, even if it is the wrong answer. Since we came this far, to be or not to be, dead or alive, that is the question. Stop joking around. We're trying to be serious. He's got the Sans eye! Haru's right. This ain't an ordinary trial. Lives depend on it, so stop whining and pull yourself together. What's wrong? What's wrong with you guys? You're all loosened up. You'll never get anywhere near the truth with that mindset. It's like you switched to his alternate personality with a sneeze. Shut your trap, wimps. I'm always like this in the courtroom. If you're pissed off by how I am, challenge me with decisive proof in a trial. You sounds more like a gangster than a lawyer. Yo, looks like everyone's here. I'll take that underground elevator and come underground. I'll be waiting for you guys. This time for real. I hope we'll do our best. Alright, so, current suspects are you and you. You are my main suspect. And also you. You're suspect as well. These two are my main suspects. You seem like a red herring. You also seem like a red herring. I really think it's the police officer. Korean? What happened? What? I thought it was translated. Okay, there we go. I guess it was just a problem with that scene. The translator didn't translate it. So, I guess we don't know what they said. Hopefully it wasn't important. The elevator descends underground with a series of clings and clangs. Gosh, this is gonna take forever. What floor are we on? This seems like we're going somewhere we can't come back from. The elevator slowly approaches its destination. We're here. Finally, I was dying to see y'all. What is this place? It looks so flashy. I thought this special courtroom space for you guys. Isn't it sick? Other courtrooms would be nothing compared to this. You better be kidding. This is contempt of court. Well, enough talking. Let's get over this. Stay where your name is written. Is everyone ready? We'll be done in a moment. A circular arrangement. It says Monokuma has... There's a strange tension going on here. Kyoka, she was a playful friend, and though she was somewhat lazy at times, she sided with positivity. When everyone else panicked at Monokuma's motive, she managed to cheer me up. She left our side too early. What could she have thought at her final moment? Why did she have to die? And the cruel killer who murdered Kyoka, that cold-blooded, heartless killer, is hiding. And thus, Act 1 at Host Peak Academy began. A life-or-death trial, a life-or-death deception, a life-or-death betrayal, a life-or-death mystery, a life-or-death lie, a life-or-death truth, a life-or-death class trial. Ah! Do, 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 do. Let us begin with a basic explanation of the class trial, so your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out the culprit, only they will receive punishment, but if you pick the wrong one, I'll punish everyone besides the black and the other person will graduate. One of us is the killer, the culprit who murdered Kyoka. Of course! No way, I have to be in the same place as the murderer? I know it's hard, but it's a must. We need to uncover the truth behind this case, and ultimately reveal the culprit's identity. What's that? That picture of Kyoka. Wouldn't it be awful if she got left out just because she died? Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Let me ask you something. It's crucial to know, so prepare to answer. Can there be accomplices in the case? That will determine the entire course of discussion. Really important? Now, accomplices in murder may exist. However, no matter how many accomplices there are, only the one who committed the murder graduates. I see. There would be no merit for the accomplice. That'll do for the preamble. Let's get started, then. First up is the case summary. Now let the debate begin! When Monokuma first mentioned it in the gym, I thought none of us would commit murder. Then a class trial would never happen. That's why I didn't think too deep, but it really started. The class to find Kyoko's killer. If we fail to reveal the culprit in the trial, we'll be... No, I can't let that happen. To find out what will happen to reach the ultimate truth, I must do this with all my might. You need to be on the lookout for and feed them with a truth bullet. You can fire it by moving the crosshair over the text. Okay. Press shift to select the changes to bits. Fire to... Okay. Go. Look, now. Let's start with the basics. Kyoka Maki was the victim. Oh, I like how it's like randomly moving to do the... She was a classmate brutally murdered this morning. Miss Maki, she was discovered in the girl's restroom hanging by her neck. But who could have done such a terrible thing? Look, you see, I can't quite believe that a real murder happened here. Died by choking. I fucking missed! So do I see Gaia! That's wrong, Kiria. Kira didn't die by choking to death. She didn't choke to death, and how do you explain the rope around her neck? The Monokuma file. It clearly states Kyoka's cause of death. Look, it says here, the victim is Kyoka Maki. The cause of death is contusion on the cold pole. In the occupant, there seems to be an excessive blood loss. According to the file, Kyoka didn't die due to choking. The real cause of death is the contusion on the occupant, back of her head. Can I really trust that thing? I don't know if I can really trust that old bit Monokuma. Are you questioning my credibility? Oh, kids these days, we just love to judge a file by its cover. I do not tell any lies regarding the trial. I believe in a fair trial more than anyone else. I can back up the credibility of the information. Everything is true. Someone must have hit her in the back of her head, right? And another person killed her. I guess this is really murder. Well, duh, don't reckon that it's suicide just because you're too lazy to go through the trial. Our lives are at stake here. The circuit to the skull admitted the person encouraged. Probably died an instant death. What a devastating incident. This should not have happened. We can put those commentators aside and talk about what actually matters. If the injury was actually a hard object must have been used to strike the head. The murder weapon, you mean? I expected someone to bring that up around this time now. Or do you also all talk about the weapon that was used to deliver the fatal blow to Kyoko? If you didn't kill herself, a blunt object other than the rope would have to be used as a weapon. Let's go into that some more. They dropped it now. So how's about we put 8 hours on the clock? The culprit must have hit her head with a blunt object. That would be the weapon. Yes. What kind of weapon? The circuit of Kyoko's was deep enough to create a depression in her skull. A long object like a bat or stick? That can't be right. In fact, I discovered this from a dormitory's garbage dump. Is that... It's a hammer, a small one you can easily hold with one hand. Is that what the culprit used to attack Kyoya? It has blood on it, so it must be the weapon. The fact that it was found at the garbage dump indicates that the culprit used it. How did you find that at the dump? But can a tiny hammer really kill a person? Want to try if you're curious? No thanks, I'm fine. Regardless of the size, the hammer is made of metal. With enough force at the right angle, killing a person in a single blow is not entirely impossible. To sum up, the culprit murdered Kyoya once with a hammer strike in the back of the head, then hung her. If the killer just wanted to murder Kyoko, why'd they hang up the body? It was covered, the real cause that the bruise and the blood stains are still there. You can tell it's a murder right away. We swapped it in with typical of people who are hanging themselves. Too unnatural for it to be framed as a suicide. Too unnatural? Yeah, it did look slightly different than it looked unnatural because... No, that doesn't sound right. What? The good one is that the body should have looked different. Let's delve into that a little more. Do you think the body looked unnatural because it wasn't in the hanging in the air before the rope on her? Don't you think so? Oh, boy, I got zero ideas about all this. Idiot, you don't know people die from hanging? How people die from hanging? There's usually rope in the air, stand on a chair, and take it out to hang themselves. There's usually nothing to step on and eventually choked by gravity and die. Kyoko's body was down on the floor, even with the rope hung around her neck. That must be the point. It sure looks weird. Why the culprit hang the body? The culprit either had a reason to do it, or swear to God, stupid. The culprit is stupid. Would that mean hard as the culprit? He didn't deny that he's stupid. Anyway, there's no way the culprit hung without thinking. There has to be a reason. What was the reason that had to happen? To talk about that, we need to discuss the culprit first. There's no way to repeat that. Revealing the identity of the culprit is the ultimate object of this trial. So let's discuss about the culprit like Shuji said. So who's the real killer? I have no idea. Me neither. How could there be a murderer among us? Hey, didn't we already narrow it down to half, to be honest? What makes you say that? Use your brain. Kyoko's body was found in the girls' restroom and hanged by a rope. Then shouldn't the killer be one of the girls? He has a point. Yeah, up until Kizuna could be the killer. She didn't speak up once. Earnest dark circles over there. Huh? One of them's the culprit. That's nonsense. I have no reason to commit murder. Why are you so quiet? It's all suspicious. Dark circles always like that, but you... I'm just trying to avoid talking with dirty killers. Please don't call us killers. Monokuma said accomplices have no merit. Don't view us like that. Kyoko's already dead and it could be anyone next time. I can't die here. Do you know that honor makes you even look so more suspicious? Shut up! Do you dare spit out nonsense kills a girl because the body is in the girl's restroom? It's not look, we have rules here. Guys can certainly enter it too. You sound like a different person today. Why are you calling him by his last name? It's impossible for a man to enter the woman's restroom. That might have been a possibility, but this place is a rule that forbids it. Bingo! It's a child bullets and machine guns. The same goes for the opposite case. This applies to not only the restrooms, but the locker rooms and the bathhouse will be unlocked soon. Let's bear that in mind. It's a matter of common sense that guys can never commit murder in the girls' restroom. Why me of all people commit murder? I'm not a criminal. If anyone is, it's that creepy bitch. That means the culprit is one of the girls. No, I'm not the culprit. Satsuki would never have killed anyone. If the killer is one of the girls, who else can it be besides her? Don't you agree, Mirai? Oh, what is she even talking about? Don't pull my leg. Weren't you late when the body was discovered? Everyone was there except for you. If you're not the culprit, why'd your ass delay? Is that all you have? I told you back then. I was investigating the data result. Don't believe you. You have no evidence. Well, surely that is a bit suspicious. I'm not trying to jump to conclusions, but you did come late. Can you prove what you said? Turn it back. I gotcha. We found out the answer. This bitch is the killer. Hold on. I suggest that we think about it some more. Coming late to the scene is sure to draw suspicion, but would that also mean Mikara is the culprit? No, that's impossible. There's evidence pointing to her. Hold on, Mikara is innocent. She really was at the entrance to investigate that time. You know it, right? Mikara is innocent. You said it, Yuki. Listen up, fellas. Mikara is innocent. I am the witness. I woke up around 6 a.m. in order to go to the restroom. As I was heading there, I encountered Mikara. She said she was going to investigate the school when you walked away. The next time I saw her was after the murder occurred, which means Mikara is innocent. Satsuki sees the logic, but can't understand a thing because of all that shouting. Basically, he saw Mikara heading towards the school in the morning, which proves Mikara's claim. But the body discovery announcement was at 8 a.m. I'm gonna turn the volume down a bit, it's really loud. There's 2 hours between the time you saw her and the murder. 2 whole hours. Think about the time again. The killer's estimated time of death was 6 a.m. She went to the school wing at 6 a.m. Sure, she could have turned back as soon as Kakara went back to his room, but there wouldn't be enough time to hang Kyoto's body or throw away the hammer. This is the reason I'm saying Mikara is innocent. Oh shit! Wrong! That's wrong, that's just say she's innocent. Why? We even have a witness. No, there's a hole in your argument. I'm sorry, you, but I've got to make this rebuttal. That's the only way to make 4 hours admit a crime and end the stupid trial. Our rebuttal showdown is about to start. Would you like to hear more? Yeah. Because I don't know how it works. Press confirm to slash the opponent's words. Just like you can refute text marked in yellow by pressing shift. You can use your switch your truth blade. The shift key and pressing in that order will slash arguments in the order they were said. That's not all arguments will go down with a single slash. Your focus gauge will take damage if you completely strike it down and wait. If you have 0 focus and fail to... Okay. Who said you had the right to murder in front of the person? Killed her remotely from some other place. Kill her remotely? How? Kyoko was murdered by a hammer. How is it possible for Kyoko with the hammer when she was talking with Kaoru? It's more than possible. She could have tied the rope around Kyoko's... Oh, wait! Tying the rope around Kyoko's neck in advance. That was certainly possible. Doom, 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 doom. Killer remotely. How? Kyoko was murdered by a hammer. How is it possible she gave Kyoko the hammer when she was talking with Kaoru? Oh, that's wrong! Dun 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 dun. Kill remotely. How? The murder had to be close to her. I just have to talk reason or why. Okay, I think I get it. I have to... Shoot. I feel lost. I can't hold on any longer. Where did I go wrong? Oh, you can save first. I don't know, that can't be right. Alright, we saw this. That is wrong. I'm stupid, okay? I thought I was doing like it was glitching. Too unnatural. Yeah, it did look slightly different. It looked unnatural because...
Put it out.
The body looks unnatural because... Yes, that is correct. You don't know how people die from hanging, blah 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 blah. It's weird, why the culprit hanging like that? The other had a reason to do it. The culprit is stupid. You said the culprit is stupid, not that you didn't deny that he's stupid. Anyway, there's no way the culprit hung her. What is the reason behind that? To talk about that, we have to discuss who the culprit is. We just have to get back to where we were. See, that's a point. Kisano could be the killer. All these sprites are fucking traced, by the way. But that's alright. Shut up, Higa. Is that all you have? I told you back then. Nobody believes you. You have no evidence, so surely she was a bit suspicious.
Put it out.
We just have to get... Hold on, Mikhail was innocent. How did we be sure? No, but, you know, Kara, you saw it, right? Yeah, Makara is innocent. Is there something you know? I woke up around 6 a.m. with the urge to go to the restroom. Next last time I was after murder, which means she's innocent. Wait, but the body discovery method was 2 hours. How does that prove innocent? Think about the time again. Estimated time of death was 6 a.m. She could have turned back, but there's enough time.
どういうことかしら
Wrong, that's not enough to say she's innocent. There's a hole in your argument. I'm sorry, you, but I've got to make this argument. Oh, I meant to hit no. Did I get it?
その言葉決
I'll
して
cut
せ
through
ん
your words! I think it should have been on the other thing, but okay. I'll cut through your words! Miss 0, perfect, 50 points, focus, 5, 50 points. How do you focus? Kizuna, it's impossible to kill her remotely. Technically it's possible, but it's not the answer in this case, and that's because your body was too clean. Remember how her body looked like? Kara's head did have a large bruise and all sick of blood, but the blood under her head didn't flow very far. A bruise that's not even severe enough to create a dent on her head, not a single drop of blood on her clothes. There's only one reason for this. The killer wiped off the blood at the same time. I agree. I wondered the same thing when I was looking at the body. But can you stop bleeding from a wound that big just by wiping it? My nosebleeds never stop that easily when I try to wipe them off. It doesn't take long for blood to coagulate in room temperature. A nosebleed from the injury is inside the nose, but Miss Maki's bruise was directly exposed to the air. About 5 minutes of pressure would have been enough to stop the bleeding. Oh! So that's why my nosebleeds fucking suck. I get random ass nosebleeds. Miss Maki died of instant death, so the actual amount of bleeding must have been not have been from a lack of circulation. But if the culprit was it off as Kyoto died, if the culprit could kill remotely from a distance like Kizuna suggested, then Kyoto's body would have been covered with the blood by the time they go to wipe it off. Also, they'd have to risk the blood getting on her clothes when there's no way to wash it off. Anything left for you to say? Ugh. Why? Why are you siding with Four Eyes? I wasn't really siding with Makaru. Why would Useless stand up for me in the first place? I don't care what you think of me, but don't use it to justify framing in someone. If you choose the wrong emotion based off your petty emotions, everyone is gonna die. Yes, the Makaru is fully proven innocent. Is everyone clear on that? Why are we suddenly talking about Makaru, though? She faced suspicion after Mitsuhiro said the killer was among the girls. Makaru, we apologize for suspecting you. Shrug it off. No matter how you attempt or disdain me, I don't give a damn. Makaru, she has guts. Then we can safely assume that Makaru and Kakaru have an alibi. We already crossed at Kakaru. Didn't you say that the killer is a girl? Hold on. Even if Four Eyes is it, I'm not gonna take that. The killer can't be a girl. But there's no other possibility. And why are you being so fussy if you're not the culprit? Are you feeling guilty or something? I told you I'm not the killer. I mean, it's not just fair. You can't assume I'm the killer just because I'm a girl, and you don't even have solid reasoning. If it's a rule that boys cannot enter the girls' restroom, the culprit is a girl. But is that really the case? This isn't good. We can't reach an agreement if we keep fighting. Ultimate Leader, we're waiting for you to come up with a plan. There's no need. In fact, I'd highly encourage this sort of debate. Actually, are we split down the middle? If you can figure that out, you can reach the answer. Were the rooms switched? Were the nameplates for the bathrooms switched? This came out before V3, right? The culprit is definitely one of the girls. No, the murder was happening in the laundry room, but how did they set it up? The body was indeed discovered inside the woman's restroom. That's true. We didn't kill anyone. Calm down. Well, the body was found in the woman's restroom. You must consider that the Hugo's murder and the hanging occurred separately of one another. That's true. But the murder still happened in the girls' restroom, right? So do I see Aya. No, Haru, that's not true. Not true? What's not true? You've missed something critical. I'll cut to the chase. The culprit can certainly be a guy, too. Guys couldn't go in the girls' restroom. That doesn't matter. At this time, all the time, we saw the murder occurred in the girls' restroom when someone's body was found. But the murder actually happened at a entirely different location. Looks like everyone finally got it. That reminds me, the Monokuma said only stated where the body was discovered, not where the actual murder occurred. A critical point indeed. We weren't paying attention to the video, we were distracting by superficial things. You should have seen it at your first glance. If Kyoya wasn't murdered in the guest room, then move the body to the restroom. No, they can't have moved the body to the restroom, can it? Kyoya's body was quite close to the restroom entrance. And then, they threw the rope around the thing, and that, her body went, flying. And that's how she got hanged, without ever entering. In fact, I found a puddle of blood in the laundry room. The laundry room, that place sounds so irrelevant. The blood stain says everything. Kyoya Maki was murdered in the laundry room. The laundry room, I have seen Miss Maki's there a few times, but at the time of death, why'd she go to the laundry room at 6 a.m. in the morning? I know she was an early bird, but I didn't think she'd get up that early. The reason Kyoya out of the laundry room. Didn't I find something that could answer that question? Everyone, will you look at this for a second? What's that? I think it's green hair guy, the merchant. It looks like a scrappaper from the notepad. She was holding it in her hand. Would you like me to read what it says? Come to the laundry room at 6. The blank will be waiting. It's all raggy and torn. Take a close look. It's clearly mentioned that place in the parts we can read. I see, the laundry room. Moreover, the words that really matter are still intact despite the missing parts. From the parts that are left, I think the full message was, so come to the laundry room at 6. There aren't any cameras there. I'll be waiting. You're so correct. You just completed a note just from its parts. It's my speculation, so I can't assure that it's completely identical to the original sentence, but it should be the same overall. Is it real because the culprit tried to pull it out by force? Maybe she wasn't able to remove the whole paper due to rigor mortis. Kyoya got the note from someone, then went to the laundry room at the designated time without knowing what's about to happen. Satsuki is hard confused about this, and there aren't any cameras. That's not what Satsuki meant. Are there really no cameras in the laundry room? There is. Whoa, what a surprise, you can talk? Between the ventilator and the clothesline. Yeah, I saw it too. The culprit just wrote down meaningless nonsense as bait. And she fell for it? I apologize for the untimely interruption, but may I speak a moment? My throat is getting dry. Kyoya was murdered in the laundry room. Normally, during these trials, there's voice acting, so I don't have to speak this fucking much. Although we can now be certain about this statement. Is it not too early to conclude that a man could be a culprit? Couldn't be the culprit? Was it possible for the man to carry the body to the restroom? She was not merely lying on it, she was hanged by a rope attached to the ceiling. Seriously, guys, you want to think that the culprit is a girl that bad? Kinji's not wrong, unless you're inside it. Is it possible to tie it? See, the killer is one of the girls. Wait, is it too early to make that conclusion? Mitch, I'm kind of sus of you as well. To hang the body outside? If Kinji's right, the killer cannot be a guy, but if there's a way to refuse that logic, I have to come back even if the chances are less than 1%. This isn't a drill, a single mistake can kill all of us. If we put our heads together, we can find the answer. It's the hook. A way to hang the body from the outside. Is that really possible? What if the culprit used a tool for it? I agree with that. That's it, Yami. You can use a tool. A tool, but how? I almost forgot the tool that was tied to the rope. It's right here. Do you see it? Oh, speaking of Danganronpa, did you see that Kazutaka Kodaka said he's willing to come back into the series? I'm like, I just don't want a DR54. Maybe a 52 would be nice to, like, see what happened to Rantaro, but don't continue the series. V3 was a good ending. The rope had something like that? I'm starting to get impressed by the setting of Guys So Pretty, but Useless made a good point this time. Looks like you got it correct. The culprit must have thrown the hook with the rope attached to it to connect to the pipe. That way the rope is all set. Afterwards, they can tie the rope to the other end of Kyo's net and push the body inside. Yes, it is! This is our answer! Hold on, look how the rope is tied to the pipe. It's tied several times. Is it possible to do that with the heavy-looking hook on the rope? It's fastened by the hook, and the rope went around several times. It's nearly impossible to tie a rope like that when the hook's attached. That's why the culprit used another tool to secure the rope onto the pipe. What is that another tool? Seems like Makara is the only one who can realize what it is. Well, can you tell us, Makara? Like hell I realize. And if you're trying to sound me out, quit it. I said I have no plans to offer any help. Besides, Yusa's got a hold of it anyway. I don't. Well, it's... Oh, you didn't? Sorry about that. I thought the question was too hard for your non-functional brain. I won't forgive myself if I don't find an answer after doing that. I found that object during the investigation. The tool other than the hook is used to secure the rope from the outside. The ball of shit! Good, and one more thing, there's a key piece of evidence that you can prove the tool's involvement in the crime. I got it! I figured out the other tool used by the culprit. It's the rubber ball. Rubber ball? What's a rubber ball? It's like a bouncy ball. Have you ever played with them in your lawn? It's for some kind of viscous liquid that makes the bounce ground up when you hit the floor. I made some improvements, still some overseas on the main hyperball. Did I tell you how it's still sounding great? How is that relevant to the case? You better tell us quick, Yuki! I figured out the way the rubber ball was used in the murder. After Surudi said the culprit used another tool, I tried to relate the act of winding the rope to the circumstances of the murder. You can be certain about the culprit using the hook since we found one in the pipe, but as Miss put out, it's impossible to wind the rope down with the hook alone. Putting the hook after setting up the rope wasn't a choice either, because there's no way to get the rope around the pipe by itself. Besides, you bit off the separate side of the top part. That's why the culprit used the rubber ball. Before using the hook, they tied the rope around the rubber ball. They threw around the restroom, inside the restroom, between the pipe and the ceiling. That way, the ball would hit the wall and bounce back towards where it started. If you repeat this multiple times, you get rope with the pipe around the ball. All that's left is remove the ball and tie the hook around it, but the culprit probably faced something that wasn't part of their plan there. The rubber ball burst because of the pressure of rebounding on the wall. It spilled its contents all over the wall. That is how the culprit tied the rope without going into the restroom. The open rubber ball made it look like it was done from the inside. Well said, Yuki. I agree with you. Well, if our overcoming police officer says so, I guess he's right. Do you notice something? Being closer, we talked about the cost of whether the man being close, but don't you think it should be the opposite of going? Yeah, it has to be a man, because a woman could just go in and do it. That's right, we're going the opposite direction ever since. We thought the culprit was a girl, so we got a way to hang Carrie from the outside of the restroom based on the assumption, but turns out that wasn't the case. It was very unlikely that the culprit was among the girls. The killer is definitely a man. Hey, how so? How does it sound like that? Think about what we just went through. The killer used the rope and hook. Now, suppose the culprit is a woman. Was there a reason for her to start using such a complicated measure when she instinctively stepped inside and tied the rope correctly? For customer, even if the culprit was a woman, she had to use the hook to rub the ball for some reason. She could have been able to clean the sand on the wall afterwards. Right, as I mentioned before, the culprit probably didn't expect the rubber ball to burst. To clean the liquid off the wall, they needed to get inside the restroom, but they couldn't, because the guys can't enter the girls' restroom. It's the most reasonable explanation we can think of. There'd be no reason for intentionally leaving traces of the murder scene. Liquid sand at the wall was a big hint for figuring out how the ball was used by the culprit. That automatically gives us girls an alibi. Plus, even better, all the boys have got to be it. What if the culprit's a woman and tried to make us think this way all along? I really doubt it. The reason the culprit hangs here in the first place is to make us think a woman did it. So it had nothing to do with housing it. Yeah, the culprit wanted us to think that a woman did it. So they wouldn't become a suspect because the culprit himself is a man. Everything's connected now. I found it strange to get the women up to find the rope on women connecting so weird. In retrospect, I didn't think that was the case because the culprit didn't try to make it look like a suicide at all. I can't believe it took you that long to come to the point. What's up with you talking like you know all this stuff? Because I already knew? Duh. I already have everything worked out. And who the culprit is, why they killed, everything you can possibly think of. Because I'm the best. I'm Byakuya Kagami. You just stood there in silence? How many times will I repeat myself? I have absolutely no reason to help you out. This isn't a competition. You can share what you know. If we end up voting for the wrong person, we're gonna die too. Of course I share my knowledge if it gets to that. But even without me, you still have some Ruby over there to help you. I'm useless. You're getting pretty close to the truth too. I was actually surprised. Maybe you aren't pretty completely useless after all, monkey. It's me, Frieza. Gee, she's real smart. She's always been like that. We should ignore what she says and just keep going. I believe we left off saying that the culprit was a man. I wonder who it is. She must be really excited by the tables turning. Although we now know that the culprit is among the men, we still need to specify one person out of the 7. Is there any kind of clue? Well, if Miss Mekru was able to work out the culprit somehow, there is a clue. The problem is we don't know what the clue is. A little help here? Something that can nail the killer? I do have something in mind, but you shouldn't rely on me for everything. All that... It's Haru! He flipped the nameplates! Hey y'all, any ideas about the culprit? Nothing in particular, I suppose. We're almost there. We know that the culprit's one of the guys. Just to remind y'all, it's not me. The action you're making is looking even more suspicious. Just like you from a while ago. Is it actually him? I thought he would be a red herring. How did we all think of something first? Don't you want to know why Kyoya died? Why Kyoya had to die? She was a nice friend to us all. To begin with, 2 people were indirectly moved in Kyoya's death. There are 2 culprits? No, I'm not saying 2 of those, but they have really influenced the death. Kyoya died as a result of someone's mistake, and the culprit's misjudgment. The culprit was trying to kill... The culprit was trying to kill the police officer, and not Kyoya. That's it, because Haru made the mistake and flipped the nameplates, and so they delivered the note to the wrong room. Do you remember the conversation we had in the hallway with the one over the nameplates? Yeah, he told me to know cars that can't name the nameplates. I'd like for you to provide us the contact. Okay, I'll explain this to everyone. Everyone, Monica Mr. Shredder, there's a minor incident that happened. The people that know about this incident, me, Haruki, Satsuki, and Kyoya. They don't look like they know it though, right? Haru, Satsuki, did you forget what happened last time with the nameplates? Oh, that? You mean the thing with Haru's triple split? You mean there's something you didn't know. Okay. Now. That will put 8 hours on the clock. Oh, I forgot what all of these are, and you can't press tab to look at them. Last night, me, Satsuki, I think it's Haru's account. We're hanging out at each other and trying to solve the murder. Then I accidentally fell down and broke the nameplate. True. That was really funny to watch. Triple spin. I was freaking out over damaging the school property. When Monokuma showed up and said he wouldn't punish me and left me with a new set of nameplates. I told Haru to put the nameplates back where they belong. So Haru put them back at the right place. I'm pressing the button! I'm pressing the button! The only people who knew... Oh, that causes damage! Why can't I fire? What? It's not letting me press the button! Why is the button gray? There you go. I don't know why it wasn't firing. So that debate that 8 hours. Satsuki, how do you... There's something wrong with what you just said. Although Haru did put the nameplates back, he didn't know they made a mistake while doing so. He forgot that the two nameplates originally were, so he put the new ones in the wrong place. He went to the restroom before putting them back, so I think he got confused somewhere in the middle. I get how much of an idiot that is. That's because the two nameplates were myself and Kyoya. Kyoya's room was right next to mine, and Tsuru's was right next to hers, but Haru thought the other way around, and the doors on the nameplates were switched. Was it your intent to do so? Shouldn't you already know? We talked about the nameplates being switched while we were investigating. Well, I did, but I just wanted to avoid unnecessary suspicion. Avoid suspicion? Don't tell me the culprit. I'm not, I swear. That's exactly why I didn't say it. Just a couple of nameplates. I don't think they were that much related to Kyo's death anyway. Yes, they are related. Much related, in fact. I said earlier that two people were connected to the murder. One of them is Haruhiko for searching the nameplates, and the other person is me. Huh? You have indirect connection with the murder of Miss Maki. It's true. Let me see. Where should I start? How about we go after the culprit intention first? The person out of a portrait here would have been me. That statement sounds far-fetched. How come you were to die instead of Kyoya? Do you remember the torn note that Yuki read to us a while ago? I was able to comprehend what the culprit was going for. Kyoya got the note from the culprit, and let me ask, how do you think Kyoya got the note? How she got the note? Were you one of us casually handed over to her? Kyoya wouldn't have known that the person with the note would come after her back then. From who? Where? How? Did any of you see Kyoya getting a note from someone? There wasn't any time for that. Abby got Kyoya stayed with me and Satsuki until she went to her room for the night. When Kyoya got the note between 10 p.m. last night and her time of death, which is 6 this morning. Kyoya went inside her room, and as soon as it became nighttime, she couldn't have gotten the note while talking face to face with someone, and that leaves a responsibility. She got the note while she was inside her room. There's a way to, by slipping it underneath the door. Hangman's Gambit is about to start. Okay. The bottom of the screen will show you target words or phrases, spaces, find which letters. Okay. Letters are moved around randomly around the screen. If there are multiple blank spaces, you must fill in the leftmost space first. Everyone's favorite minigame! P G. Gap. Pag. I hate Hangman's Gambit. That's it, the gap. Even when the door's fully closed, there's a gap between the bottom of the door and the threshold. That's a note, this little note there. So after nighttime, the killer left a note inside the nighttime and donates to your room to keep Monokuma from noticing. It easily be dealt with the chance of Kiara seeing the note and coming in through the door. That way the sender wouldn't have to reveal himself while getting the message across. This inequality of information between the culprit and Kiara made him more vulnerable to deception. It was pretty bold of him. What if Kiara didn't show up or brought other people with her? The note probably requested her to come alone. Likely got coupled with a reason she wouldn't be able to ignore. From the fact it messed with the absence of the camera, it must have been something Monokuma shouldn't know about. A way out, for instance. Would any of you refuse to go if someone offered you a way to escape? Well, I'd go, yes. True, I would have gone as well. Okay, the culprit sneaked the note in the room, but how exactly that Haru's fault? You were Haru's fault. Most people didn't notice until after the murder occurred, which means at the time of the murder, the culprit was unaware of that fact. For that reason, you consider yourself and Haruhiko to be at fault. For those of you who haven't got it yet, the culprit killed Kiyoya because of a confusion. What? So it ties back to what Tsurugi said earlier. Great, I think I know. The indirect influence that Haru had over his death. They switched the nameplates. And the culprit's intended target was Tsurugi. That's right, the culprit never attempted to murder Kiyoya. The real person the murder wanted to kill was Tsurugi. That makes sense. The killer saw Tsurugi's nameplate on the door and left the note there, but the room was actually Kiyoya's. Does that mean Tsurugi wouldn't have died if Haruhiko hadn't flipped the nameplates? Yes. That's why I said Haruhiko and I indirectly caused the death. It's all because I was an idiot. It's not your fault. Even if you didn't play Tsurugi would have been in danger. I'm a policeman. It's my duty to ensure everybody safely. Yeah, shut the fuck up. I was careless enough to let Kiyoya die. I should have let myself follow my line of duty instead. Everyone's life must be treated. That is why I cannot forgive the culprit. Not that murders deserve forgiveness, but him killing one of my close friends was absolutely unforgivable. You have to feel the same way too, but how am I supposed to take that one of us that was a killer? So? What do you mean by so? Can't you think? Now's the time to say it. You know, the identity of the culprit. The culprit. Didn't you solve everything you need to? The fact that the culprit's a man, the fact he hanged the body, and how he carried Maki and killed her. Isn't the culprit... Well, I don't think we ever brought up that matter before. Geez, you guys still don't know? How long are you gonna... My legs are starting to hurt. How about you say it yourself if you know so much? Ha! Why should I? There are people like Tsurugi out there. Tsurugi, do you know who the culprit is? Yes, I do. I knew it was well before this trial started. But what I thought back there was more of an educated guess. Now that we've went through the discussions in this trial... Man, that's epic. How do you know? I don't even have a clue. I'll try to make it easy. So let's go back when we talk about the hook and the rubber ball. You all know how the culprit used them, right? The rubber ball is a decisive factor. Do you remember Yuki explaining how the rubber ball burst because it couldn't handle the pressure? It was probably due to the accommodated. How much pressure do you think it is needed to stop a rubber ball? A lot. Normal amounts of pressure can't lead... Kicking it! He kicked it! The soccer player! It's the soccer player! He kicked it out the wall, it hit the wall, but that caused more pressure on it, and it burst. It's the soccer player. Would it be easy through the little space? Unless someone could easily kick it through there. Couldn't afford to fail once because it was a man. How big was the ball? And succeeded nonetheless. He had the confidence and ability. In short, the culprit has the ability to throw a ball where he wants to. It's more than accuracy. He had the precise control of where to land the ball and had strength to burst it open. With my daily with my strength, however, it was super clear I cannot be the culprit. I can even score a goal right below the basket. Not the killer was he secretly the ultimate baseball player? I said the culprit made the rubber ball go over the pipe, not through it. How do you make it... Wait, I think there is a way. How do you even do that? Superpowers? No, you can kick it with your foot. Rubber balls are small enough to hold with one hand. Huh? Hold on a second. Kicking it with your foot? I knew the answer when I reached the point. It seems like some of you got there too. Then the culprit is, but why? Why did he... I'm still not getting it. Thank God the fucking soccer play is done. Huh? Yuki, you get it, right? Looking at your facial expression, I think you finally reached the truth. You have talked me a lot out with the hook nameplates. How about you say it first? The mastermind behind all this. Kiryo's murderer. Yuki. Sugi's right. I know the culprit. I really did figure it out. There's only one person who could have done everything we talked about before. I want to convince myself it's wrong, but this is something I have to do. I have to do this.
犯人は君だ。
The person who came up with this plan of murder, Mitch, it was you, right? What? That's why you were so adamant about it being a girl. Suspend? Are we in the only at the halfway point? Did you just say I'm the culprit? What? Mitch? How does that make me the culprit? None of the guys had the ability to throw a rubber ball exactly where it was targeted with enough power to burst it, but if we're talking about kicking the ball with that much strength and accuracy wouldn't be impossible for you. Especially because you're the ultimate soccer player. Said to be on par with professional soccer players. It makes sense for an expert like him to handle the ball with ease. Handle a small, lighter ball with ease. Soccer balls and rubber balls are different, and I can't do all that even with a soccer ball. But you did this thing in the Fuji TV's Master Challenge. You were the special guest for the game where you had to dribble all kinds of balls and land on the target. Did you have no problem with the rubber ball there? You even did it with a freaking pea. I saw the episode in the hospital. You usually go to school with a soccer ball, but then did the same with the shuttlecocks and one of those large exercise balls, I believe. And you're saying you can't kick rubber balls? Try a bit of joke. That was all fake. It was scripted. How do you think that would even be possible or something? Do you think I'm a god or something? Uh-oh, big scandal alert. Are you really the culprit? Did you really kill Kirya? Plus, wasn't he the one who sent the killer, had to be among one of the girls? I know Yuki's the culprit, so he's trying to accuse me with no evidence whatsoever. Mitch, it's over. Please just say it. I don't want to do this any longer. Say what? I didn't kill anyone. And why does it have to be me? Do you have any proof? Do you have any evidence that I killed? It's ridiculous. This is pure speculation. Show me the proof. This seems really messed up, but it's true my argument doesn't have still. It should be somewhere. The one piece of evidence that I can nail him down with the killer. Otherwise, we won't get anywhere. What was Teruya's account? Show me the evidence. I can easily prove myself not guilty, you know? Where's the evidence that I put the note in the Kiryo's room? How do you do it? It's that one.
それは違うよ。
それは違うよ。それは違うよ。Wait, Mitch, something's off about your statement. What's off? I don't see anything wrong with it. We talked about the hook using the rubber ball, but we didn't mention where it comes from. How do you know those tools were from the antique store? Because that's where most of the tools are? Yeah, I just thought the antique store was a good place to get them. That makes zero sense. You normally found them in the storage, not the antique store. And doesn't the gym have loads of balls too? You see, you never know. Both the stores and the antique store may have that. That's why I mentioned the antique store. The place had practically everything. Mitch, we know. One of us has been keeping track of every single item in stores in the antique store. Is that why I asked you about this? trust me, the antique store definitely has hooks and rubber balls. Also, I'm pretty sure there weren't any in the stores. The ones used in the murder were from the antique store. The way those items were arranged changed after the murder. Wow, what a freak. Shut up! It's all just a coincidence, and you shouldn't have any proof. Show me evidence! Tangible evidence, not your stupid evidence! Not your stupid guesses! Can't you just be a man and say you did it? Hey Mitch, will you admit if we show you evidence that you're the culprit? I'm not the culprit. If there's no evidence, you can't say you did it. Give me proof! Proof, proof, proof! If he insists, we should probably show him. Yuki, show him the proof you have. Huh? I have the proof? I even showed it to us a little while ago. Terminate talk shooting. You must overturn baseless arguments and conclusive evidence. Speech rubber appears. You can press confirm to destroy it. If not destroyed, a speech rubber will eventually disappear. Your speech will have a certain number of values representing the number of objects at the top. If you're out in addition, you push shift to reload. If you're out of house, by combining the final blow, by combining words and decisive evidence, beware if the health reaches 0. So it's not a rhythm game anymore, thank God. Ow! What? No. I'm glad you're fucking dying first. You literally unassaulter. Show me the proof that I'm the culprit. Monokuma. The notepad's Monokuma. Us.
これが真実だ。
Oh yeah, show us your notepad! I'll show you. Tangible evidence that can prove you're guilty. Which obviously doesn't exist. It does exist. Remember how I showed you the note? The paper was from the notepad. You can see from your note from your notepad, just seeing if there's any torn pages there. Here's the evidence you've been asking for. Evidence? Are you kidding me? We got those a week ago. Anyone could tear a page out of that. Anyone could use it. Then we should try matching Yuki's note with the torn section of your notepad. Then we will be clear whether or not it was torn from your notepad or not. Anything the culprit could have used someone else's notepad? No way, idiot. The notepad's in the door of the room. How are you going to get one without the owner's permission? And if the owner gave permission, even better. That would automatically mean the person who asked for permission is the culprit. Mitch, just admit it. I don't want us to keep fighting over this. It's over then. Over? You said it's over. Nothing's over. This is a lie. All a big lie. How do you dare accuse a superstar like me of murder? Liar, liar, liar! Alright, if you say so, I'll go from the case from the beginning and you accept it, that you're the only possible culprit. Let's recap the whole... in a former comic, the cast would fill the blanks with the correct picture. If you enter space, afterward press confirm again or a blank panel to fill it in. You can also press X or escape to cancel. The game will automatically proceed when you... Oh, so this all started when the nameplates were switched. Then he cleaned up. Then he threw the rubber ball. I love the production value in this. The couple screws in the rope on Carrier's neck. She was already dead at the time.
これが事件の全部だよ。
It all started last night. When we were shocked by Monokuma's motives, the three of them, Kiyoya, Haru, and Satsuki, decided to hang out together. They were in the hallway when Haru accidentally broke two of the nameplates on the wall. These two nameplates belonged to Kiyoya and Tsurugi. Haru was panicking over bringing school property when Monokuma showed up to give him a warning. He didn't punish Haru since it was an accident, instead ordering him to replace the broken nameplates. And here's when Haru made a crucial mistake. He got confused about where the two nameplates seriously were. He finally chose to go with his gut instinct, which unfortunately turned out to be wrong. This was when the nameplates were switched around. Haru went back to his room after putting the nameplates back. At this very moment, someone had decided to go against going to sleep and was out in the hallway, secretly heading somewhere. The place they were headed to was Tsurugi's room. For some reason, they had chosen Tsurugi to be their target of murder. But there was something they were unaware of. Right before they came, the nameplates were switched, so the culprit had actually gone to Kiyoya's room. Unaware of the error, the culprit made their first move. They put their note underneath the door. It asked to come to the laundry room, and it contained a lot of false information to make things easier for the culprit. Not everyone would be easy to sleep right after nighttime, and it was easy to spot a note going through the door. That's what the culprit was going for. The next day, as the time approached 6 o'clock, Kiyoya, after reading the note, came to the laundry room as she was instructed. The culprit was hiding in the corner of the room, looking for an opportunity to strike. Since they were expecting to see Tsurugi, Kiyoya's sudden surprise must have been such a surprise to them. Kiyoya continued forward, oblivious of her fate. The culprit was probably confused at first, then noticed that they somehow went to the wrong room when they saw Kiyoya holding the note. They likely had a plan of mind, and changing the target meaning they had to risk ruining everything, but there's also the potential of them being found and facing the aftermath after they let her go. The culprit decided to change their target. They already had the weapon ready, and they looked like they would be discovered anyway. Meanwhile, Kiyoya was wondering why no one was in the room. Still unaware of the presence of the culprit, she was left vulnerable to their attack. And fell victim to it. After the culprit murder, the culprit wiped off the blood from the body to conceal any evidence of murder. Because it wasn't done immediately afterward, Kiyoya's clothes didn't get any blood on them. However, they weren't immediately able to take care of the large bloodstain on the floor. Perhaps the Hurrier failed to see it. The bloodstain made a large role in revealing Kiyoya was in the laundry room. I think the culprit forgot about the bloodstain while they were busy moving the body, and they must have gotten in a panic trying to kill someone that wasn't a part of their plan. The culprit first carried the body over the girls' restroom. The purpose was to take advantage of the fact that students aren't allowed to enter the restroom with the opposite sex. That's when the culprit found the pipe on the scene in the restroom. The culprit decided to make use of it and went to the antique store to get supplies. It was less than an hour before the wake-up announcement, so they were probably in a rush. His tools they chose were a rope, a hook, and a rubber ball. The culprit first tied the rope around the rubber ball and found a certain way to hide their involvement. They would tie the rope with the pipe without entering the girls' restroom using the rubber ball. Since the culprit was a man, they were unable to enter the girls' restroom. Monokuma previously announced that anyone who would step foot in the restroom with the opposite sex would be shot by machine guns. The Thanks to the fact that the restroom entrance was open with a wall that shaded across, the culprit was able to tie the rope to the pipe with the electricity of a rubber ball. It was a risky move, as the culprit wasn't able to step aside to correct any mistakes, and making the ball bounce right through that small gap as possible. The culprit was confident they could do it, because they were the ultimate soccer player. The rubber ball bounced across the room, and it bounced back to the culprit just as they had planned. And this is when another unexpected event happened. The mystery failed to just the strength of their kick, because the rubber ball grew weaker and weaker after every bounce until it could withstand the pressure and pop. This caused the liquid inside the ball to splatter all over the restroom, becoming a key piece of evidence. The culprit wouldn't want to get rid of it, but they had to do it without going into the restroom. The culprit nonetheless decided to go with their plan. After all, they succeeded in tying the rope to the pipe, and the method they used was virtually unimaginable for a normal person. The culprit removed the ball from the rope and attached the hook instead. They threw it on the pipe to fasten it. The other end of the rope was wrapped around Kyo's neck. The reason for this was to make it look like it was restroom. The culprit was hoping to make it think that Kyo's murder was actually inside the girl's restroom, and naturally we would be unable. That way, the man won't be considered a suspect. The culprit as the man was trying to use this for his own favor. Everything was ready. As the culprit was about to push Kyo inside, they found a piece of paper in Kyo's hand. It was the note they wrote, held tight, even after his death. Having realized the note would be used against them for discovery, the culprit ripped the note out of her hand. The rest of the possibly because of rigor mortis, which made it difficult to pull out. Well, the culprit didn't know that still most of the important parts of the note were still left intact inside Carrie's hand. Thanks to the note, we found out she wasn't murdered in the restroom, which led to the conclusion that the culprit can be a man. After getting over the risky part, the culprit tried to get rid of the hammer and rubber ball, but too much time had passed, and it was already time enough at this point. In a hurry, the culprit left the murder weapon and the rubber ball in the garbage dump. They wanted a safe option, but the time restraint gave them little time to think. They put it alongside the trash, and it kind of worked, since Khepri and I were the only ones to discover it. When we all started cleaning out of the room, the culprit acted like they just woke up and waited for the body to be discovered. She noticed that Kyo was nowhere to be found, and that's when Akane discovered the body. Everyone froze in shock, while pretending to be saying the culprit secretly hid a smile at the outcome of their plan. The person who came up with this plan and tried to deceive us all. Oh, it's a red card! Nice! It was you, right? Mitsuhiro Higa. How was that, Mitch? Do you still have anything to say? He must have forgotten how to speak. What kind of nonsense is that? This is purely outrageous. It's pointless for us to keep attacking each other. It was really you. Why'd you commit something like murder? No, it wasn't me. I'm not me. No, it wasn't me. Whoa, this idiot is going all crazy. Mitsuhiro's totally gone blacko. Ah! $755 point. Out of what? Fuck you! Looks like you're done. As the headmaster, I say your discussions were packed to passion in a fashionable way. Passion and fashion, are they the same? Are they different? Oh, who cares? You don't really need any of those to live a good life anyway, so let's go out and vote. Voting time. Everyone pick your choices and switch in front of you as one thing. Triple check that you voted for someone. If I ever see a blank ballot, you know what happens. Okay then, time to get excited. Who will be chosen as black? And will you be the right one or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? bingo! The black end of this trial, the one who killed Kiyoyamaki, is Miss Mitch. What? Hold on. Mr. Higa, did you really? Mitch, why'd you kill her? I was a big fan of yours. I like soccer too. Why did you have to... Cut it out and say something. Fine. I killed Kiyoyamaki. Finally. Mitch, assuming you murdered Kiyoya even though she wasn't the target. I'm not saying it was okay to set up a murder, but you could have quit and spared Kiyoya when the plan was wrong. Why didn't you do that? Why are you so stubborn about killing someone? But I just had to get out of here after watching that video. Just as I thought. That is the only possible answer. You mean the motive? Monokuma shows that DVD. It seemed to drive a person towards despair. When I watched my video, I felt myself wrapped by a surge of emotion demanding me to escape. I even possibly pondered the idea of murder. Mitch must have killed due to the same reason. Even a million apologies won't be enough for I did, but I had to do it. I have to get out of this place, and for that I had to murder. Mitch, you bastard! I don't know what you saw in your video, but I couldn't even guess what was wrong. Every soccer stadium in the world being reduced to ashes, terrorists attacking FIFA headquarters, and world-class soccer players having gone missing. And my home team was also... How could such a thing be possible? I'm sorry, that's exactly like my case. Oh, this can't be good. It seems like something something happened to the well-being family of Yuki Maeda. Sakura didn't like the homebrew blonde. Attack on FIFA headquarters? Come on, you know that utter nonsense. You shouldn't have fallen for this trap. I couldn't stop trembling after... It's not just you. It was everyone's fight. Even Kirya's. Even though she watched the same absurd video, she was trying to overcome a shock. You asshole! I couldn't help it. Soccer is my everything. I say it's more important than my life. I know murder is wrong, but I had to see with my own eyes that video is real, even if that meant killing another person. Suppose you planned and got out of hitch and you got out. What if you found out that video was a forge? Then what are you going to do? The victory of the Blackened is equivalent to the death of everyone minus the Blackened. My point is this: by setting off your murder plan, you opted to take the life of the 14 of us for your own needs. Were you aware the full weight of your choices, or at least face the consequences? I doubt it. You know what I mean to say? You're nothing more than an ignorant moron. You want to get out of here using soccer as an excuse. Of course our videos weren't as shocking as yours. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a motive. It just does wrong to make one person make a person murder, but in reality, you're the only one to commit murder. What do you think made that different? Could it be you're prioritizing your selfish desires over your so-called friends? Are you telling me that then got shocked by the DVD and went on to murder someone without being mentally prepared? But soccer really was my everything. Actually, it was pretty well planned out. Sugi being his initial target doesn't look like coincidence either. You thought his talent would be an obstacle to your plan, did you? Bullseye, I suppose. Right, from the beginning, Mitch was even a murderer, even without the motive. A mouse beyond deception, that's what took Kyo's life. But so what? Does it even matter? Monokuma was the ultimate ringleader. Monokuma was the one who drove Mitch to this point. Kyoya told us this. Murder, motives, insiders, put it to the side and have fun. That way we can all chill and strengthen our bond. Kyoya probably got the same amount of shock as you. If you trying to overcome the situation. If she had a chance to talk with you, I'm sure everything would have been better. Isn't that so frightening? Who would have guessed that a world-class celebrity is nothing more than a bad-tempered coward? This is why you should never judge a book by its cover. Who would have thought that the Mitch Higa would murder? What are you talking about? It's your fault. This entire situation, it's your fault. Don't be so salty. What's done is done. Don't you got a carpe diem? Oh, what's up with that attitude? If you end up trying to fight me, give up. You'll probably end up hanging out with your dead friend anyway. Besides, you guys don't scare me at all. Shut up, Monokuma. I don't know where you got the balls for that. But someday I'll bring you to justice myself. Surugi might be an exception. Gee, look how you guys have been holding me back. We better get started. Started on what? The punishment. What else would it be? I told you, punishment awaits the loser of the class trial. Punishment? You mean execution? Just give me a sec. Of course I'm guilty. I deserve death. I can't deserve any kind of punishment. But still, are you really gonna kill me? I killed Kyoya, but isn't this a bit different? You're gonna take my life? I really must have been crazy. I can run in jail for the rest of my life. Please don't kill me. You can have all the money I earned by playing soccer. I don't want to die. Please do anything. Please don't help me. I'm gonna die for real. This is not a joke. Are you scared of dying? Weren't you ready for this when you begin the Blackened? Above all, you deserve the order. Whatever the laws outside of me, the rules here are simple. An eye for an eye, a death for a death. Well, no matter what you do, you can avoid punishment once you're revealed to be the Blackened. You're punished. That is an iron-bound rule. Now save your breath and let us begin. I certainly wouldn't want my students to procrastinate, so I prepared a very special punishment for Mitsuru the Blackened, Mitsuru Higa, the ultimate soccer player. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time. Couldn't play movie. Movie playback is not implemented yet. Thanks. Red card. Oh, he's fucking attached to the ball? Yes, the volcano shoot. They fucking lit him on fire. They kicked the ball so fast they fucking... Yes, the thrill, the excitement. You can only feel this at punishment time. Mitch is dead. It happened in an instant. With Mitsu Higa alive and breathing, he does the scorching face on the screen. Despair. That's exactly what came out to my mind. Of course it is unforgivable, but this is too hard. We have to keep doing this? Anyone please get me out of here. If you don't want this, don't kill him. None of this would happen if you simply stop caring about the outside. It's Mitsuhiro's own desire that led him to murder. You guys were the ones responsible for this. How could we just forget about the outside world? What was your intention? Intention? Invention? What? What is that? Sounds too hard for me. Nobody cares anyway. You don't have to know it. Just heed my words, you'll be fine. Besides, you wouldn't understand a word even if I tell you. Not even the slightest bit about what's going on right now. A total waste of time, right? The class trials are officially over. Everyone, rest in peace. He's gone. Damn it, what are we supposed to do now? Everyone, we need to stay calm. If we lose hope here, we won't be able to accomplish anything. But my legs ain't moving after watching that. How are we supposed to stay calm when a friend made a horrible end? Friend? Who's this friend you're talking about? What? Who else could it be besides me to you? You're calling him a friend? I don't get it. Are you calling him a murderer your friend? He was never my friend. He's a fucking bitch. He fucking hurt us. Mitsuhiro killed Kyoko. He's a good customer, but he's still our friend for the past few days. Yes, he was. Now he's only a criminal who got what he deserved for committed the worst possible crime on earth. Do you condone Monokuma's actions? Are you condoning Higa's murder? Yes, Monokuma killing him was also murder. Monokuma is a criminal worthy of death too, but letting Higa live would just be absurd. There ought to be refutation for every murder. Are you saying you're glad he tried? Of course! No, he's the antagonist! Let's go! Let's go! No murderer has the right to live, no matter how many they killed. Saying he's glad for someone's death, even if someone was murdered. Would you say that killing a murderer is also acceptable? No way, if you kill a criminal, you'd be a criminal too. However, wasn't Monokuma already a criminal to start with? What did I say? I'll excuse Monokuma's actions. I'm just saying he got the thing he deserved. I loathe that bear scum more than anything, but there's one thing he and I can agree on. An eye for an eye, a death for a death. That is my motto as a police officer. Lunatic. I fucking agree! She's fucking spitting! Isn't that be a bit problematic for a police officer to say that? I have some opinions I'd like to share. Why would it be problematic? I think the current problem is the current legal system. I'm going to require change the laws in this country. I will create a world where no one can dare commit crime. I'm going to pull out the death note. That's why you really need to get out of this place. Same goes for y'all. Thought you think about the killing and strategize how to fight Monokuma. I'm not supporting Mitch, but something's definitely wrong with you. Wrong? To me, the way you're acting wrong. Don't you realize you're already proving his reactions by caring about his death? Criminals don't count as human beings for me. Leader? Tsurugi, what happened to you? You weren't like this. What do you mean? I was like this the whole time. I was just giving some advice to those of you who are overly hysterical. I'm ultimately the one to blame. Kyoya wouldn't have died if I had been more alert. Therefore, from now on, I won't allow another murder to happen in this school no matter what it takes. It's my duty to protect you all, isn't it? Stop. Everyone's exhausted. Let's go to our rooms and rest. We can talk again tomorrow. Right, this incident got us all heated up. Let's cool our heads and talk again tomorrow. I don't think you can logically get out of this condition either. And thus, a first-class trial. If it wasn't for Mikako, we couldn't. Suddenly, I feel like everyone got crazy. Now I must be the one who crazy. It would be weird not to go crazy. Will we ever get out of this place? Will we ever escape this monstrous killing game? Everything that happened today feels like memories of a distant past. The day I left home to Hope's Peak Academy, it was a week prior to today. It seems like a long time ago. I couldn't even recall what my family looked like. Ugh. Kyoya, the trial, Mitch, execution, Tsurugi. My brain drifted as these thoughts went into my mind. We made it through a first-class trial, the embodiment of despair. But this is merely the beginning of the despair. End of chapter 1! Echoing despair. Thank you for playing. You've reached the end of the demo. You choose to save your progress. Would you like to continue from this point? Would you like to save your progress? You'll be returned to the title screen. Alright, thank you for watching the stream. I'm gonna go download the rest of the game so I can play that. Fun trial. I liked it. I'm getting hooked. So we'll start tomorrow. We'll start chapter 2. And yes, we're doing this every day. We're gonna go and raid Amadeus. They're playing some Yakuza 0. So, I'll see y'all later. Goodbye. Bye-bye.